The second part of Sharon's method involves icing the cake. And the concept is just such a great idea. You just simply take a board that's larger than the cake and use the edge of that board to guide your scraper to get very straight sides. It works like a dream. So in this case, I'm using the Oversized Stable Mabel board, and I'm just going to kind of over ice this cake. So I'm going to add more icing than I really need on here, and then I will remove the excess. The tools that I'm going to use are going to be a straight edge scraper, and I don't know the particular brand of this large scraper that I'm going to use. But the important thing about it is that it does not have a handle that impedes the turntable. So you need to be able to rest the actual edge of the blade onto the turntable as you go, so that you can get a nice straight side. If the handle is in the way, then that creates a bit of a problem. So I'm going to do this kind of quickly here, and then I want to be sure. I have a tendency to leave the top a little bit shy, so I'll double hit that. Okay, and then this top edge is going to be important as well. I want to be sure that I don't leave any divots in the top edge. Okay. Now, you can see that this is iced fuller than it actually needs to be. And at this point, I'm going to take my scraper, and this is where that edge has got to sit flat right there on the edge of the turntable. And the turntable needs to be large enough to support the actual scraper so that it's sitting even. If I don't have that support, I'm going to be at the mercy of me trying to figure out what is level. So I'm just going to give this a quick spin. And you can see how much excess icing I'm removing. You want to be careful not to tip this in. It needs to remain level, and just pull off that excess icing. In a matter of just a couple of seconds, you have this beautifully straight edge on this cake, and you're well on your way to having this cake look just the way you want it to. Then I'm going to take this tool that I have really grown to love. This is a tool by Evil Cake Genius, and it's called the Frostinator. This may or may not be necessary. I really have grown to like this tool, and as you can see, what it's going to do is it's going to edge that top edge for me. Give it a couple of turns here, and then again I'm just going to remove that excess icing. Then I'm going to go to my scraper, if I can get a hold of it here. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to just run, this is a very lightweight, this is actually a Stable Mabel scraper as well. And I'm just going to finish off this side edge. I'm almost not touching it. You can see how much I've taken off this time. It's relatively very, very, very little, almost nothing. So I've got just a couple of spots that I want to fill in down here on the bottom. And then I'm going to use my scraper and just kind of drag over into the center and remove this excess icing here. So I've got the top pretty much there, and then I'm going to give the sides one more swipe here. And then I'll pull this in one more time. So in just a matter of a very few minutes, I've gone from 0 to finished, and it's all because of that great idea of being able to put that scraper against there and use it as a guide. And also thanks to the other products that made it a little bit easier. So, Zambito method. Sharon, thank you. You have saved so many of us so much frustration and so much time.